And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, I for one don't think that just because there's nothing resting on it, Peter, a game can lose its edge, and certainly not when you're facing opponents like this. So I hope the players will approach this with real professionalism.
And now, lining up for
It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Ahmad. Ball swung in. Mathias Nunes. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And it's O'Reilly. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Casemiro. Diallo is in a really good position out wide. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Now it's Haaland. Diogo Dalot.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And here's Xerxes. Oh, well played. Foden. And he's managed to get free. And he's whipped. He gets big. Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And the return pass. And back to the keeper they go. Oh, that's a key interception. Doku. And that was very necessary. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it...
Bernardo Silva!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Diogo Dalot hurtling down that right flank. Ruben Dias spots it and intercepts. Nico Gonzalez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. De Ligt. Diallo providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. O'Reilly. Foden. Now it's Haaland, and it's O'Reilly. Foden in acres of space out wide. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Manchester United are 1-up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Ruben Dias does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Haaland. Diogo Dalot, who's set up one goal so far. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's no flag! He has found the way through. Donnarumma claims it without any fuss. O'Reilly. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Manchester United are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Manchester United definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Bruno Fernandes. Nicely weighted ball. Bernardo Silva. Showing great feet there. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Manchester United, after 50 minutes, is number 10, Matheus Cunha.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's come to nothing. And the ball is out of play. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Now Foden. And it's Nunez. Nice bit of trickery. And this is Bernardo Silva. Big header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Haaland certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
This looks promising. He's great chance! And he opts to go forward. Oh, that is a nice touch. Chucky! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking for the run. Played in deep. Keeper's dealt with that. Nico Gonzalez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Chance! So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now that's well seen too. Matheus Nunes, Cherki, and it's Bernardo Silva. Can he get it through? And he's intervened well there. Vardiol. Here's Nico Gonzalez. Now it's Haaland. The less said about that pass, the better. De Ligt. That has not gone well.
That's going in strongly. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's on it, can he get away? Cherki. Bernardo Silva. Ahmad. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Matheus Nunes gets across to intercept that. And the counter is on. Nico Gonzalez. Diallo has given away a free kick. Now it's Matheus Cunha. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Diogo Dalot. And it's Shaw. Zirkzee. Tries to play. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now, can they get him away? And he's made sure that's not getting through. Matheus Nunes. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Yoro. And the keeper's got it again. That's really well cleared. Shaw. Diogo Dalot tries making a foray down the right. Looking to play him in. Played in by Dalot. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
That's rather hopeful. He's done very well to get to that.
Bruno Fernandes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
substitutions taking place.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Bob is there, and he can get that clear. And that has put paid to that. Threads one in. Shaw with the cross. Success! And that may well be that. That is that. Manchester United are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Matheus Cunha picking up the man of the